number 3, discuss and necessarily take action on the issuance of a request for proposal for the sale of a plot of land for an investor to construct a laundry facility. So basically, 30 minutes ago, we had a building committee meeting, and I think the consensus was to bring this before the board and kind of discuss. Ray, bring us up to speed on what the plan is.
Yeah, we've been talking with the nursing home representatives, and they have an interest in building a laundry facility, primarily for their own use, but it would be available for us to use either on a per pound basis, like we're currently paying another vendor, or we could work out some sort of arrangement on a percentage of cost. But they want to build the facility regardless of our participation in it, and in order to do that, they need to buy the property. Their lender has told them they have to own the property. They'll be buying about 8,000 square feet of land, and what they're looking at is right over here. There's a little rock house, which we call the wash house, because there's laundry goes on in there. Now, that is on a plot of land about 12,000 square feet, I believe. They want to buy about 8,000 square feet. We don't know exactly, because they've got to look at the size of their building, and then they've got to talk to the city to see if they have to provide their own parking or if they are not. So it would be up to property up to about 8,000 square feet. We've talked with the CAD in terms of what the fair market value of that might be, because we think that any time we issue an RFP, that we have to receive at least fair market value for that property. So our intention would be to issue an RFP for an investor to purchase land and build a laundry facility on that property. The sale of land be up to 8,000 square feet at 60 cents a foot. I don't know if there's other investors in town that would have an interest in that, but certainly if someone else expressed an interest, they could submit an RFP, and then you would be faced with making a decision.
So any questions or discussion about
So
that?
RFP currently is just selling the land. It has nothing to do with an actual agreement of them building something and being available to us or anything
Well,
like that?
I think the RFP says that we sell 8,000 square feet specifically for someone to build a laundry on.
Yes.
That way we don't have somebody, because fair market value on the piece of land is 60 cents a square foot. So if you're talking about a 4,800 square foot lot, I mean a lot at 4,800 square feet, I want 100 of them. Yeah. And so, the
RFP would include, to purchase the land for the specific reason of building a laundry facility.
And Ron, I think you kind of pointed out, we can be specific in what we sell the land for. We'll have to declare the land surplus.
Well, I'm saying that's what the county has to do.
Right.
That's my experience there. I'm not saying that it's exactly the same for a special district. I would suspect it was, but I'm just suggesting that in requesting that we check with Kevin Reed and find out if it's the same rules.
Right. But if not, I mean, it'd be a great location for a snow cone stand or something. So let's specify that a laundry has to be, that a medical grade laundry has to be built there.
And we would or would not specify any ability of ourselves to use such.
I don't think so. I think that's a separate contract.
Yes.
Of course, by the same token, how do we know they don't go crazy 6 months from now and start trying to charge us double for laundry? Would certainly give us the ability to go outside and go back to the public for laundry rather than having it done here locally. I don't think that's ever going to happen, but
Some of you know the way the laundry facility works right now, or the laundry works, is the contract is in our name, and we pay for it, and the nursing home reimburses us. I'm right about that, right, Michael? Yeah. So sort of the issue we have is that contract expires middle of October, so both of us are going to have to find a temporary vendor for our laundry services. Either get a short-term extension on our current with our current vendor, or find another vendor for a shorter period of time.
and long term, worst case scenario, we're going to save $12,000 on laundry, possibly as much as 24, depending on what the new company would negotiate with us on our laundry, et cetera, which they've been talking a rate increase, but I don't think it was double on our part, but it certainly would be something higher.
But both the nursing home and we think that there are dollars to be saved either with this venture or with us going to another vendor and negotiating.
Right.
To get that with another vendor, we'd have to do a little longer term contract. But I mean, from our perspective, we'll issue the RFP, see it comes back, see what it looks like, and then y'all make the decision as to where you want to go from there. And certainly getting an RFP doesn't bind us to selling the property. It just finds out who's interested.
Well, I certainly think if we're going to put out an RFP and our contract dies in October, now's a good time.
Yeah. We definitely gonna have to.
Well, we've kind of pushed the nursing home into doing this, and I will say this in their defense, that Brian Thomas and Ricky Villa, it's my understanding that they've bought 2 other nursing home facilities recently, and so I guess they've kind of had bigger fish to fry than working on the laundry.
So what recourse does the hospital district have if the person makes the deal, they sign the paperwork, they get the land, and they change their mind?
I'm sorry.
If they decide not to turn it into a laundry facility after they sign the paperwork and own it?
I don't know the answer to that.
I don't think they can. I think they buy it and they build a laundry or they don't.
That was part of the deal that they signed up for, and I'm not exactly sure, I've never had that situation come up in the county, but, you know, if they didn't do that, I think that we'd have the right to undo the deal, so to speak.
And specifying a medical grade laundry would preclude them from putting in a Maytag.
I mean,
Yeah.
we're only talking about $4,800 probably, or something like that, so, you know, we have a situation where we say, okay, we give you your money back, you give the land back to us. Because it'd have to be part of their proposal to do it, and then they basically be in breach of contract.
It sounds to me like we need to do it and soon.
Is that a motion or is that a thought?
So far, it's just thought. I gotta check with this now. What do you think? I think she's in some agreement. How about if I move it and then see what happens?
All right, so John's made a motion that we do this. Is there a second to John's motion?
I'll second it.
All right, so we have a motion and a second to issue an RFP about the laundry. Any discussion? All in favor, raise your right hand. All opposed, same sign. Show Paul abstained. Also, let the record reflect that Dr. Burrows showed up and Dr. Burrows did participate in the vote.